Shauna. Hey, so I talk and push entrepreneurship on my channel quite heavily, and I know not everybody is into be your own boss lifestyle. Some people like the security of having a 9-to-5, but I want to do something a little different for all those 9-to-5ers who might enjoy the security of a job, but might also enjoy the idea of working from home and not having like a boss over your shoulder, or dealing with a messy coworker that you don't like and they don't like you and they always doing stuff to make you want to cuss them out. I'm not talking from experience. I'm just saying, Sheila from HR, you don't want these hands. So if you are ready to make a change and start working from home, these are 7 work from home companies that are always actively hiring throughout the entire United States. You will be able to apply no matter what state you're in. The first company that I want to, maybe I'll push over a little bit so you guys can see it on the side of the screen. But okay, so the first company I want to show you is a company called Cigna, or also known as Cigna Health Springs. The reason why I bring this one up first is because I actually have people, like family members that I know who work for multiple ones that I know, one family member and one friend of the family who works for the same company, and they hopped on this company and they are currently both working from home. Even right now as we speak, they're on the phones working from home. So this job requires no special degree. All you need is at least a high school diploma and a GED. The start off price is $22, and like one of the family members who worked there, after I think a year, they got a $1 or $2 raise, so it's now they're like at $24 an hour. So that's pretty good. And then, you know, depending on where you live, it might be even higher, because I always use California as an example, but California, cost of living out there is higher, so of course jobs are going to pay you will be higher. Another thing what's great about this company is that they train you, so you don't have to worry about that, and also they provide all your equipment. I've seen the equipment that my family got from the Cigna Health Springs company. They gave her like 2 big old computer monitors, the whole computer, you know, the actual computer set. You think I would know the name? The desktop part, not the desktop, I don't know what it's called. They gave her everything. They even provided her the internet service for the actual computer to work at home, so you don't have to do anything. They are a health insurance company, meaning the people call them, like doctors and stuff call them and say, hey, I'm calling about this patient, do they have insurance with you? We want you to pay out the claim, blah blah blah. So the stuff you'd be doing would be like delivering straightforward administrative work, or enrolling patients, billing, providing financial related support for banks and billing related functions. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is called Studycom, where they're looking for quiz expression writers. So again, you don't need a degree or diploma for this. All you need to do is have knowledge of a particular subject, whether it's math, science, or in this case, as you can see on the posting, it says physics. And you're basically a freelance writer or quiz writer or whatever. You create informative articles about standardized tests such as that. Now you think you would need a degree for something like this, but since it's not like a state or government regulated kind of school kind of education thing, it's just a company that's running the site, and they want people who have knowledge on specific subjects. If you have an understanding of a specific subject in school that you really excelled at, I say go for it. Now, I will try to link each one of these jobs, or the applications to each one of these jobs, down below. If you're like, yeah, might as well just go ahead and apply today. I'm tired of working at the job I'm working now and I wouldn't mind working from home, go for it. So the next company I want to talk about is called Working Solutions. So Working Solutions, so the positions they're always hiring for is the customer care benefit enrollment representative. They are kind of a on-demand call center, like support call center. So with this company, you could literally be working for anybody. Like you apply with them, but you could be put in different segments or categories. Like you could put into health and insurance, you could put into like support for a senior living center or a sports club or for real estate. Like you're a support person, but they almost not like a temp, but they pick what category you're going to be working for, like, or what company base that you'll be working for. Now typically you can earn up to $19 an hour plus incentives and bonuses. Now you are required to have your own equipment, such as your own computer, your own headset, and your own internet. Unlike the other company where they provide all that for you, you have to have all this for yourself. Now this company is considered more as like a gig worker or independent contractor. So instead of a W-9, you'll be filing out a 1090 at the end of the year, which is nothing wrong with that. It's like you're kind of both work for home, work for yourself. And then the next one I'm going to look at right here is called CareCentrics, where they're looking for a patient billing specialist. Starting pay $16.50 an hour, but like I said, depending on your state, it might be a little bit more because cost of living differs from different states. This job is high school diploma, that's all you need, and 1 year work experience, as in like, have you ever worked a job a day in your life for at least a year? Well, then you should be good. The great thing about this one is that there's a sign-on bonus of $1,000. So if you sign up right now, and if you stay at the job for at least 90 days, you have a bonus check of $1,000. So just 3 months of working there, they'll give you a bonus check of $1,000 extra in your pocket. That's cool beans, right? Okay, so customer service is basically what this job is about. You research, resolve, and document patients that's inbound and outbound for calls and such. So I mean, that's a pretty good like deal right there. Next, we're going to talk about the U.S. Bank, where they're looking for fraud analysis. For this job, you do not need a degree. You work from home, no matter what state you're in. Like I said before, all you need is a high school diploma. Now it says 5 years work experience. So have you ever worked at a job dealing with customer service of some kind? Whether it's a grocery store or McDonald's or fast food or any kind of, job for the last at least 5 years. If you have, cool beans. If you're on the younger side, because typically you need to be at least 18 to apply for any like really good paying jobs, so you probably won't have the experience like that. But if you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, yeah, you should have the work experience under your belt by now. So the pay is around $21 and start off $21, but you can make up to $32 an hour. So the things that you will be doing in a job like this is that you will review account information for possible fraud activity. So if you ever got a charge on your card that you didn't know, then you call customer service and you're like, hello, there's this charge, I think somebody is stealing my money or something like that. Well, then you would be that one person that they are talking to, right? So you secure accounts by placing security blocks and restrictions on certain people's bank accounts or whatever situation it is. So next company I want to talk about is right here. As you can see, it's called Arise. Again, no degree required, and even better, no experience required, meaning most likely they will train you. So at this job, you provide customer service for like TurboTax over the phone. Now I said TurboTax meaning taxes, but they also say you do not have to have any tax experience, because again, they most likely aren't going to train you. You're not dealing with people's taxes. You're not the one like filling out people's taxes or anything like this. You are a general tech support or troubleshooting person, like the customer support basically is what you'll be. So yeah, even right here, as you can see, they say you'll be your own boss, no one peering over your shoulder. Now, it doesn't specifically say how much they pay, which, I mean, it's fine. I mean, you can always like fill out the application or call and find out. But next, we're looking at State Farm. So State Farm, they're looking for auto total loss adjusters. So State Farm. I need to make a correction. I know I kept saying State Farm when clearly it says Allstate. The problem is my insurance company is State Farm, so I kept thinking my insurance company instead of just reading what I saw, which says Allstate. So sorry about that. State Farm, if you don't know, it's an insurance company. They do insurance over houses, cars, people, possibly. They do require that you at least have a minimum of a high school diploma or GED. They do have paid comprehensive training, so they pay you while they train you. Like I can't stand the jobs that be like, okay, we'll train you for the next 2 weeks, but they don't pay you. No, these pay you while they train you. So cool. Now some of them, when you apply, depending on what state you're in, it won't apply to everybody, but depending on what state you're in, you might need to attain a adjuster license. Again, depending on what state you're in, that doesn't mean you're necessarily, you will have to. I do have an adjuster's license. Matter of fact, I have it. I don't even use it. I actually have a video on how I got it. So you're welcome. I'll link it up or down below for you if you want to check it out. How do you get your adjuster's license? Now, and then the pay is pretty sweet though. The pay is you get a $51,000 up to $78,000 a year. It kind of makes me want to check it out, because why did I get the license if I don't plan to use it, you know? So I might go ahead and check that out and see what that's about. But at the same time, I don't like working for people. At the same time, it is a work from home. It's more than just work from home. You're working from home, as in there's no home, like there's no office base that you have to go to every day. However, you will be on the road a lot, like not on the road, but in the streets a lot, because yeah. Okay, so the only 2 states that this is not available for is California, or 3 states, California, Alaska, and Hawaii for some reason. I don't know why, but the rest of the state, United States, you're welcome to it. And then finally, there's the final one I want to talk about is called Medbridge Healthcare, where they're looking for patient service representatives. This company is a like sleep laboratory therapy management type service, and they're paying like $37,000 to $43,000 a year. Decent little price tag. You are required to have a high school diploma. Now, even though they are kind of preferring some people with some college, meaning like if you just went the first year and dropped out, they're okay with that. At least you went to some, but they're not demanding or requiring that. Minimum high school diploma, period. So what this position entails is you basically, you know, customer service-esque type situations. A lot of times when you work from home, it's going to be a customer service or customer support type situation. So you're required to answer phones, perform patient intake and scheduling, complete insurance verification. So if a doctor call and be like, hey, does this patient have insurance? Then you just be like, yeah or no, they're not in network, or blah 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 blah. Just duties along that lines. They're heavily looking for candidates throughout the entire United States. So it sounds like if you're interested in, you shouldn't wait, go ahead and just apply. Why not? What else are you doing? So now that is over, now the whole working from home experience. If you have always been that type of person who got up in the morning, got dressed, went to work, then working from home is going to feel completely different. It's a complete adjustment. Now I do say one thing is that when it's time to get up from work, there's the fun thing and bad thing about it is like when it's time to get up to go to work. If you work from home, you literally can just roll out of bed and go work, right? You don't have to wash your face, take a bath, eat breakfast. You literally just like, dang, 5 minutes to work, let me roll out of bed, log into my account and get started. It's got that kind of vibe. So I say one bad thing about it is if you work from home for the longest time and then all of a sudden you have to go start working back in the office, it kind of feels like, dang, I don't want to go back to work, because it has a more work feel, where this is at home. Another thing I've had her complaints about is that, like, if you're not the type of person who likes to stay cooped up in the house all day, then I don't know, this might not be for you, because if you're working from home, well, guess what, you're trapped at home, so you might not like being cooped up all day. My family member who works at the Cigna, she had a friend also works at the Cigna that works from home, but she said she no longer wants to work from home, so she deliberately chose to start going into work because she didn't like to be cooped up in the house all day. So I'm just like, well, I guess everybody is different. So want to give it a try, want to start working from home, go ahead and apply. I've tried to link all the job applications for each one of these companies down below. You got nothing to lose. So Thank you for watching, and maybe I'll do another one of these type of videos for all my 9-to-5 people who enjoy actually making sure, like, because owning your own business, of course, you're responsible for any money you bring in and money you get out. And if you decide to go to work, or if you do go to work, that don't mean you're gonna make money every day, all day long. But with 9 to 5, as long as you go into work, you're guaranteed to bring in a check. So I know there's people who like that. So this video is for you. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.